elevating longtime progressive champions to important socially safe committee assignments, which they didn't get. And a $15 minimum wage is already passed the House. That's the opportunity, by the way. So what you're saying here, we're going to give you absolutely nothing. We're going to use our leverage to get you shit we already passed and other committee assignments that they didn't get. They got nothing. Nothing.
Heard about the new Star Wars game?
Hmm?
The new Star Wars game? It's being in production, an open world one.
What?
There's an open world Star Wars game being produced.
Yeah, when's it coming out? In like 4 years?
Probably. But CD Projekt Red's also doing one.
Come back to me in 4 years when it fucking comes out.
No, it's gonna drop for the PS6.
No. By the time the PS6 comes out, I'll probably be getting a PS5. That shit worked beautifully for those phones.
Well,
The fucking funnel?
that's how you filled it up with the funnel. It's hard.
Huh?
You're retarded, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I dumped the whole fucking. I drummed it up. I dumped the whole fucking. I put the fucking cone underneath. Dumped it. And stopped. I took out the little pick and I pushed.
That's
Threw
fine.
whatever thick bits went together. And
own state, and also how much power he actually has over the New York Times HR department. Get into that, guys. We're going to him. Yeah, who knew? So I'm going to ask him for some changes. Maybe he can get some things done over there. Anyway, we want to start with some good old-fashioned bipartisan terribleness on the relief package.
Yeah, that's right. We warned you that bipartisanship in many respects in Washington is bad, and we are right back to where we started. So, Mitt Romney appearing on the Sunday shows. Most people on cable are going to be focusing on his comments on his impeachment. We can eventually get to that, but in terms of what's actually consequential for you in your life, this is what matters. So stay with us.
Are there some parts of the Biden rescue plan that you could support?
Well, I think that's very possible. Last time around, a bipartisan coalition came together to look at the needs of the American people and came up with the $900 billion plus plan. We'll listen to representatives of the White House today to understand their perspective. But if there are places that we missed in our proposal, we're happy to pick that up. The president wants to extend unemployment benefits if people are still unemployed. That certainly is something we look at. We were of the view last time that states needed help, some rescue for states and localities that may have suffered a reduction in their revenues. That's appropriate, but the total figure is pretty shocking, if you will. And the idea that we need a stimulus is a little hard to understand because I'm one of those that's convinced that if you want to see this economy get going, we got to get beyond COVID. If we get beyond COVID, I believe that the economy is going to come roaring back, and spending and borrowing trillions of dollars from the Chinese, among others, is not necessarily the best thing we can do to get our economy to be strong long term.
Oh, Crystal, it's been a long time since I heard spent borrowing trillions of dollars from the Chinese in order to oppose widespread government policy.
It was very
funny
nostalgic.
how whenever they're fine borrowing it for other things, but whenever they actually give it to
highly
people,
anticipated battle
they
is
don't throw
about
back
to
to the Obama
begin.
campaign of 2012.
How are
It
they
just
so
makes me
powerful?
confused.
At times, the world can be so
And
bizarre.
it's so terrible. Romney was one of those people.
We are witnessing
Bodies
history in the
like
making.
this is a real realignment in American politics. GOP
fighters
senators who are
cannot enter the
deficit
arena.
box are much more likely to
Fight
also
their
be
way to the top, and the other fighters won't have anything on them.
are also much more
Fighting
likely
is
to
right
be
in real time,
So you're like,
live.
basically, like, who are your heroes in this new
No heroes.
pockets? It's amazing to watch and to see how they already mobilized to the point where they're lobbying heavily against this new $1.9 trillion bill. But at the same time, it's not like Biden's anywhere. Where the hell is he? I mean, he's not pushing for anything. Yes, he came out and he gave a speech like, yeah, we need more relief, etc. We don't know anything about their legislative strategy, floor time. I mean, if he's leaving this all up to the senators, why isn't he setting a deadline that we are going to vote? I thought his vaccine thing was great, 100 million, vaccines in 100 days. He should be like, we will have checks in Americans' hands next night, and I will go out that way. If it fails, it's not his fault. You put people like Romney up to fail.
7 o'clock, go pick her up.
The big
Laundry?
question right now is, are they going to actually pursue some sort of
Give me the address.
deal
Huh?
regular
Stop the
order,
clock.
which would require people like that, like Mitt
The laundry
Romney,
man,
to get on board with it, or are they going to do what they 100% should do and just do budget recommendations? Let me tell you, if you aren't convinced already, look at Mitt Romney and all these other superstars and all the rest coming out and meandering about the death of everything. You are not anywhere negotiating with this. These are just wasting your time. You are wasting your time. And so, to your point about Biden, I'm going to talk about this on my radar because before he got to the Democrats apparently were like caught flat-footed that they won in Georgia. Don't have a strategy, aren't sure what direction they want to go in. They want to try to do this in regular order. They want to do it for budget reconciliation. What's the strategy? What's the plan? And so in the meantime, all of these centrists, which are really corporatist and deficit hawks and very far off right as regards to economic policy, they're getting in there and doing their best to shape the business. So this is the latest report, both from the Washington Post. The lawmakers from both parties lobby White House for a more targeted relief bill. That word targeted, I just want you to know, every time you see it, say in your head, that's like deficit hawk. That's what targeted means. It means no help for people whatsoever. They had all kinds of quotes with, throw that back up on the screen, Angus King there saying, this isn't monopoly money, this is going to, every dollar that we're talking about here is being borrowed from our grandchildren. We have a responsibility to be stewards. So it was like the problem solvers talking, and it was these moderates in the Senate, quote unquote moderates in the Senate, who are actually far out of step with the American people, so the word moderate is really a misnomer, getting on the call with the Biden economics team, pushing them to make the bill more targeted, which is less effective. And essentially, I think this is the playbook that the Biden team is running, and that they will probably run throughout this presidency, which is
highly anticipated battle is about to begin! How are they so powerful? At times, the world can be so unfair!
Free meal man? That's definitely have unemployed Barry?
It's supposed to be like online people's names, like their screen names and shit.
Oh, that's unemployed Barry?
Later, Prince.
highly anticipated battle is about... Here she
just die? How does Larry King just die and you find a way, okay, anyway, to make his death about you? Okay, like, man, you really made this about yourself. You started off great. Larry King was a hero, man. He even ended it great. He was a brilliant broadcaster and masterful TV interviewer. Those are two amazing pieces of Wonder Bread right there. I mean, they are soft, no mold on them, but you didn't put the right ingredients in between those. Okay, all types of really some cheese. Turkey, peanut butter and jelly, simple cream cheese. My personal favorite cream fish. You could put spaghetti in, but instead you chose to put in between those two great slices of Wonder Bread the worst fillings you could find. Mayonnaise, tomatoes, and mustard. Who wants a mayonnaise, tomato, and mustard sandwich? Rice and prawns. Who wants a rice and prawn sandwich? You could have talked about the... I'm gonna let this hack end your life. I'm crazy in the head, and all them breasts get me hype. I'm gonna tell you one time, you touch my hoodie, it's gonna be a death here tonight. That's a warning. Something wrong under the hood. Check ends your life.
Doc's gotta shave your beard just to wire your jaw. With the swelling tooth, you gonna look in the mirror and ain't gonna be able to tell it.
We got ARs, HKs, SKs. It reminds you of a crossword puzzle. I'm trouble. Oh. If you tricks play with a gun on your hip, I'll take your hand off and give it back to you. Clean, new wire gauge. See, that start much clearer, huh? You didn't even see me running up, slugging like a sucker punch. Big nose on the arm swing and do the ugly. I'm crazy. I'm a Pontiac in a...
Congratulations. Obviously not a title fight, but still a pretty big one, right? So talk about the fear right now, just kind of where this ranks as a career move.
It's definitely, I mean, it's up there. Beating Max, getting that interim belt, knocking out Conor on a pay-per-view main event. It's up there for sure. I'm happy.
All the discussion kind of coming into this was like about your mental check, you know, and it wasn't going to be a difficult mental battle versus necessarily just, you know, tactics and that sort of things. Was this a tough mental test to get in there that first minute and put all that behind?
I wasn't even thinking about the first fight, honestly. But every fight's a mental test. You know, this stuff is scary, and you have anxiety in the locker room in the week of the fight. More so this one, man. Like training camp, all that stuff, it gets blocked out. That's all noise to me. But this freaking thing, dude, I'm sitting in a hotel for 2 weeks on Fight Island with nothing to do but think about the fight. You know, it's but like Conor said, I've got a lot of experience in this game, and like I've said, I just don't care anymore about many things.
You used the wrestling early, which I thought would probably be a big factor, but ended up getting it done on the feet. So was the game plan to use more wrestling, or did you think you'd be able to just outstrike it?
The game plan was to not be heavy on my feet and throw power shots and box early. The game plan was to kick and wrestle and box, to mix it up and make it a mixed martial arts fight, to kick inside, to kick outside. Mike Brown was real big on me throwing calf kicks this fight. Really big on it. Really wanted me to, and it worked, man. You know, we compromised his leg, and he was in a bad position early, just from the repeated leg kicks. Even when he started checking, he wasn't contacting with the shin. He wasn't, you know, like a small rotation more, I would have been paying for those kicks, but I was still getting the muscle of his leg, and that part of your leg and muscle is so small and thin that you can't take many shots there. You know? After the second leg kick, I knew he was hurt.
He says he wants to regroup and come back. And what do you think? Is a trilogy in order somewhere down the line? Do you think it has to happen at some point?
I mean, we're 1-1 for knockouts, right? This is CTE Island. This ain't Fight Island. We'll see what I don't know. You know, I can't tell the future. But we're 1-1. We both TKO'd each other. So you probably have to do it again, right?
Dana was here a little bit earlier, so he spoke to Khabib. It doesn't look like Khabib's going to come back right now. Are you okay with that? And if so, it seems like, you know, Chandler would probably be the fight for the title, you and him. Does that make sense to you?
No, it does not. Respect to Chandler. Great win over a guy. But to come in and beat a guy I just beat and get a title shot, dude, I've been in, what is this, 27, 28 fights in UFC, trying out, you know, everything, fighting the toughest of the toughest guys to get my hands on gold. You know, he should fight Charles Oliveira or something. Let Chandler and Charles Oliveira go at it. That doesn't really interest me at this point. I'm going to sell hot sauce if that's the case.
Last thing for me, I guess they were saying on the broadcast, did you go to Cormier and the broadcast and say, I don't even like this, I don't like this anymore? What was that about?
I just felt like in the locker room, I just felt flat. I mean, I'm damn good at it, but I just, you know, felt flat, and I just felt like really calm, and I don't know. It's hard to put into to say, but that's it exactly. I don't really like this anymore. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not. Dude, I got so many ass whippings left to hand out. I feel like I'm just hitting my prime, right? And just putting everything together. My body and my mind are finally on the same wavelength, and just turned 32 this week. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know. Only part I liked was the fight this whole last 2 weeks. So I don't know if that answers a question or draws more questions, but I didn't enjoy the process these last 2 weeks. The only part I liked was fighting.
There was a moment in the first round when you were trading shoulder strikes, talking to each other. Is that something you had worked on, or did you just throw it back?
I always talk trash to these guys. Ask any of my opponents. I'm always having fun in there and talking and stuff. No, I hit him with the shoulder strike. I forget what I told him. I said, "How about that clavicle?" or something silly, you know. Yeah, that was it. And then he hit me with a good knee, and I told him that was a great shot. That was a good one.
Just to clarify, you're willing to just wait and see if they give you a title shot and see what else happens behind you.
I'm not waiting for nothing. I'm going home, be with my family. I'm going back being dad. I'm going to sell hot sauce. I'm going to work with my foundation. I have so many things happening outside of fighting right now. This is just something I do.
Dustin, you said that you were talking to him. Was he talking back, or was he staying quiet?
He wasn't really. I think he said something when he landed a shoulder. He might have said something, but he wasn't talking. But yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of chatter going on, just in that mix of shoulder strikes against the fence.
You mentioned you didn't enjoy the process of this. Is that like part of that due to the size of the fight, how much media you had to do, and any attention?
I don't know. I think part of it might be from fucking spinning my wheels for 2 weeks sitting in a hotel room. You call this Fight Island, but man, this is Fight Hotel. We couldn't leave the property. I'm sitting for 2 weeks cutting weight. The furthest I can go is to the workout room. You know, this was like I was in a prison in my own mind over here, man.
You got to listen to the race cars, though.
It drove me fucking nuts yesterday. Yesterday I was like, dude, I thought yesterday was the worst day, right? And this is the day before the fight. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm about to jump off the balcony.
You mentioned that a fight with Mike Buchanan doesn't really interest you at the moment. What does interest you? Would you rather just do a rematch with Conor? Would you like to look elsewhere? What does interest you?
I mean, a rematch with Conor interests me. Always wanted to whip Nate Diaz's ass. That interests me. In fighting, that's about. I mean, I'm sure something will make sense, but just right now, I don't know. You know, me and Conor are 1-1. Nate Diaz got away and likes to talk a lot of shit online.
How are they so powerful?
But I just gotta go back home.
Do you think there is something to Conor's thing about inactivity hurting him?
Possible. Everybody's different. You know, I've seen guys that not affect, and you know, ring rust is real if you allow it to be. I just assumed it wouldn't be for Conor. That's how I approached this fight because I thought he was in Portugal and he has a training camp going built around him. He's putting in the work every day, so I think you would be sharp and your timing would be good. They're like real life timing of a fight. I feel like I get that in training camps, you know. So I don't think ring rust would be a thing for me unless it's mental, you know, like a mental worrying about performing again. Maybe I don't know. To each his own, I guess.
And last thing for me, a lot of it was made of your durability at 155 versus 145. You took a shot at 145 and it finished you, but tonight you took a few shots. Did any of them hurt you, phase you at all, or did you feel like you could take them more comfortably?
No, he hurt me. He hurt me with the left hand. My legs, and nothing went, but he flashed me good. And if I would have got hit, if he would have pressured and I would have got hit again, I think I would have been really hurt.
Dustin, it's very obvious that you won the hearts of the fans when you were going out victorious tonight. Talk us through that feeling, and how did it feel to hear all those chants for Conor while fighting? How did you get through that, overcome that while fighting?
It's been, I fought one time last year, and there was no fans, so it's been a while since I got booed. It's been a while since I walked out to boos. I walked back to the locker room with cheers, though. I heard that. So I heard the boos on the entry, and I heard the cheers on the exit, and that's exactly what a lot of these MMA fans are, fair weather. So that's why I don't hold that stuff close to me. You know, it doesn't mean anything.
Down here, obviously you come out to James Brown time being because to be your reaction there, like.
The hardest working man.
Could be any more fitting back into UFC.
Yeah, I was thinking about coming out to the big payback, but this isn't payback. This isn't about that. That's not what this was to me. That's not what this training camp was to me. This was about progress. This was about prosperity. This was about putting my family in the position we're in now. There was a lot of things, but it wasn't payback. That's great. Now that the fight's over and stuff like that, I'm glad I got him back. That's cool. It makes for a great storyline, and it feels good. But that wasn't the driving force of this.
Your career's had a lot of peaks and a lot of valleys. But where'd you rank this win in your list of victories?
It's up there, especially finishing a guy who's never been finished like that. It's up there, man. You know, touching that UFC interim belt was so important to me. And, you know, putting my hands on the Undisputed World title before this is all said and done is what I wanted, absolutely. But this is it. I don't know what's next, honestly. I gotta get home, speak to Dana, speak to the UFC, just see what's making sense, you know. But I can guarantee I won't fight Michael Chandler. They can do whatever they want. The division, I don't really care. But if something happens that makes sense.
Justin, here. Before the fight, Mike Brown, your coach, said that sometimes you are kind of an emotional fighter. And I would like to understand, it was hard for you to win this fight, especially at the end of the first round. You got some blows, but you got composure. But then at the second round, you kind of how was that process for you to deal with emotions inside of you?
Tonight is one of the best I've ever felt, honestly. I was emotionless, I was an assassin, and I was here to execute. You know, I was locked in and loaded. I felt nothing. I felt very focused. It was a great feeling. Like I said, I didn't enjoy warming up. I didn't enjoy sitting in 2 weeks of sitting in a hotel room. Damn, I'm gonna let that dog out and I get in there and perform. Scrap, man. I know I can. It feels good, but it was no emotion. Yeah, and you know, it's not even my position to be. I just been putting in work. That's why I'm sitting here feeling like I can talk about it. Because I've been in the division, in the UFC for a long time, fighting the best of the best of the best. No disrespect to him. You know, he seems like a good husband, good father, speaks well, has a lot of respect, carries himself very well. Nothing to respect him. It's not a knock against him. It's just my feelings towards the division and the sport. You know what I mean? I feel like I lost to Khabib. I came out and put on the fight of the year for you guys. Got my hand raised against the top 5 opponent after that. Then I come in here and Khabib doesn't want to come back. And I knock out, you know, one of the biggest fights you can get. I knock this guy out too. Khabib reiterates he doesn't want to fight anymore. Dude, I'm the champ. You know, I'm not going to fight some. And like I said, respect to Chandler. Fight a new guy to the UFC who just beat a guy who's coming off a loss that I just beat for the belt. You know, that doesn't. It's not exciting to me.
What would you say about Oliveira, which has
I think he has more. You know, because I've been watching that guy for 10 years in the UFC, 2 different weight classes. He's fought the best of the best, you know, over and over again. And he's been knocked down and got up time and time again. He's proven himself. He's proven what mixed martial arts and what perseverance and what believing in himself is. I respect that. Not that I don't respect Michael Chandler. I just think there's more work for him to do than come in here and beat a guy that I just beat.
The last one for me. We are always talking about how different you are 6 years after the first fight. What would you say about Conor? Did you saw any difference inside the octagon of the first Conor of this one?
I felt that first one was so long ago, but I felt And maybe that's just my growth too. I felt his presence less. His aura less. I just saw another fighter tonight. I think that first time I was kind of deer in the headlights, you could say. This time I was just fighting another man. Another man who bleeds just like me. And I do that.
Dustin, to your right. Congrats on a huge victory. The only other name in the lightweight equation is Justin Gaethje, who you already beat. Who do you think's more deserving of a title shot between Oliveira and Gaethje?
Gaethje just came out here and got beat. You know, as I did. Not a knock on Gaethje, but he lost. Give nothing out. Oliveira probably. Or let them fight to see who gets it. You know, there's so many tough fighters in the 155-pound division. You know, but yeah.
And lastly, what was the biggest difference you felt inside the octagon against Conor McGregor from 145 the first time to 155 this time?
I just felt in the moment. I felt aware, and I felt here. I was in the moment, and you know, ready to take advantage of any opportunity I can get. I just
highly
felt right
anticipated
tonight.
battle
When I
is
walked into
about
the
to
octagon,
begin.
the air hit me, and the lights were on me.
How are they so powerful?
Introducing
At
us, it just
times,
felt
the
right.
world can be so unfair.
Justin.
We are witnessing history in the making.
I would like to hear the advice from Mike Brown on that. Do you think they were going to pay off in such a big way? Conor was in here saying that football all the time.
I just know from experience how bad those things hurt, and I knew it was a 5-round fight, so it would only get worse. He started catching him and trying to counter him with his left hand towards the end, but I knew it was too late. He was catching him after they were making contact. I knew it was too early. And if he did catch him and take me down, then I was going to. It's a 5-round fight. Of course, you never want to give up a round, but I'd like to throw some submissions up and see what happens. You know, I am a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm very confident in my jiu-jitsu. But I knew the leg kicks would be a problem because Jim Miller tore my leg up, and that was a 3-round fight. And I just know how painful it is. I promise you I would have if there was an opportunity. I wanted to rename this Guillotine Island. You know, when I'm laying down at night, I was thinking like, I'm gonna guillotine this guy. I'm gonna get his neck. This is the Guillotine Island.
It's kind of happened here a little bit toward this. You have the top 10 most wins in UFC history. You have the most knockouts in history. You just knocked out the biggest star in the history of the sport.
If I'd have done the bulk of my UFC career, what did I do? 7, 8, 9 fights at featherweight. I've knocked some guys out there too. I would really be running off with them.
What's the how you held that in terms of like having done a lot or almost it all in a way?
Me and my wife were just talking about this. I feel like I've done it all, except obviously I can't walk away and say that I'm the champ. I want to be the champ. You're the champ. You're the champ forever. And I'm gonna be the champ. But yeah, I've seen the highs and the highs and also the lows in this career. I've built a very beautiful life for me and my family. I'm very proud of the work that I've put in. And, you know, fighting is just something I do at this point in my career, like I just said, but I honor this. I don't take this stuff lightly, man. I really respect the opportunity, and that's why it's so close to my heart, and I think I can help so many other young children, so many boys and girls, just troubled youth. With my foundation, they can fight their way out too. I did it. You know, I'm just like them. I'm not this much fighter than anyone would do it, but I feel like if you should introduce the troubled kids to martial arts and to goals and just be a positive person around them, that it can change their life, man. This changed my life, and I just want to share that with people.
You kind of took the next question a little bit there. I mean, I know there's aspects of this that you don't enjoy the most, but the fact that you got a $500,000 donation to the Honors team, you're going to raise a bunch of money. Is that maybe the things you don't like so much about it worth it?
Yeah, because I know what I'm fighting for, and I know, you know, of course I'm fighting for me. First and foremost, I got to take care of me and mine. But everything else that I can put on my back and carry with me, because I'm doing it regardless. I'm going in there and fighting for my life regardless. as many people that can benefit from me getting in there. I want to stack it up and stack the weight on my back and carry that in there with me. I want to give people a reason to cheer. I want to give people a reason to smile. That means a lot to me.
You just not really got multiple rounds of Floyd Mayweather it's all in twice. Is that people are calling best boxer? Are you the best boxer now?
That wasn't an I am, but that wasn't a knock on Max Holloway. You know, I mean, I guess it kind of was, but respect to Max. He looked incredible. But I just saw Conor earlier this week when Max said that. Conor said, well, after Saturday, we'll see who's the best boxer. I believe my boxing. Maybe so. I've actually been in talks with Justin Wren and Fight for the Forgotten. He's actually in Lafayette, Louisiana right now. But I just tossed this in there because you said Manny Pacquiao. We bought 40 acres for the Big Meat people after the Khabib fight. We built some water wells. Obviously, that was a big goal. But then we had enough rollover money, so we bought the 40 acres to build housing on. And I just heard that the Manny Pacquiao Foundation, I think, is going to start building the housing on the Good Fight Foundation's land that we bought for them. So, man, you know, fighting in general, combat sports is doing some huge things, man, and I'm very proud to be a part of any of that.
Congrats, man. Dustin, can I ask you about, sorry, this one, I know it's hard for you to see. Here we go. Like no emotion, being an assassin in there. Do you think part of Conor's attitude change in those 6 years made any difference? Like, you've been quite open about how mentally he tried to get under your skin the first time, but it's been all totally different this time around.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a mental play as well, you know. But I didn't really pay a whole lot of mind to it. Maybe he's just maturing, maybe he's a father, and maybe he just understands and respects the support and the competitors. I don't really know, and I don't really care. But every interaction I had with him fight week has been respectful. And I think
highly anticipated battle is about to begin. How are they so powerful? At times,
I'd like to place an order for delivery.
I'm going to be back to you.
A highly anticipated battle is about... Scarlet Thrust! Razor's Edge! Scarlet Thrust! Piercing heaven! Disaster break! Break! Reverse dance! Disaster sword! Falcon! Piercing heaven! Piercing heaven!
I wish there was some sort of indicator for how many fights I've done so far.
The highly anticipated battle is about to begin! How are they so powerful? At times, the world can be so unfair! Reverse dance! Razor's Edge! Scarlet Thrust! Falcon! Razor's Edge! Reverse dance! Scarlet Thrust! Melee! Piercing Heaven! Razor's Edge! Armor Break! Piercing Heaven! Uncanny Falcon! Disaster Sword! Uncanny! Piercing Heaven!
Put some bread on them like a stock exchange. Directions read lots of pain. Picture, open heart like a locket chain. I've been watching Babe. I feel like Butterfly gonna reach her list and say, got him caught a 30.
Nah, bro. All y'all want to know what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got a bond above and beyond considered.
The world can be so unfair.
Do you hear that?
Classics is when class members die rapping. For 11 years of running shit diabetic. Fuck if they give me my credit. I'ma poke me and I'ma give it to myself like a diabetic.
Fight their way to the top, and the other fighters won't.
That sounds like nothing, right?
Fighting is like a
Really like nothing. Battle rap is meant for crowds.
Showtime, the show's over. You're no soldier. Your face, I see this whole chamber. It's a close ranger, like a sheriff, your close neighbor.
Battle rap is meant for reaction. Battle rap is meant for talk to him. Keep going. Battle rap is meant for that. So, salute to the subscribers at Notification Gang, RightsGangClothing.com for the merchandise. You heard me right, etc., etc. Don't let that get too far ahead of you. So, Tay-Rock, Averb, a lot of people are reacting to this battle and saying basically, you know, that it wasn't really like that. Because a lot of things. There's a lot of reasons why people feel like the main event of Smack Volume 7 really wasn't like that. And I'm going to get into just my personal thoughts. This is my thoughts on my small channel with my small subscriber base. You know what I'm saying? It's just me, bro. It's just me. So what had happened was, I see Rock, he's going on caffeine. He's been on caffeine a couple times today. He's been tweeting and basically reacting to the fact that, you know, a lot of people felt like the battle with him and Verb wasn't like that. And he went to say, battling, you know, why when it comes to me battling, niggas want to put me through weird obstacles like no crowd. Y'all really fucking up my movies. This, I want to battle Rock with no crowd shit. I'ma just say y'all scared. I get it. I do. But Rock has to understand you are kind of agreed to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess in the face-off, you know, Verb or whatever the case may be was like no crowd. He was like, I'm with whatever. When you say I'm with whatever, or it's whatever, you know, you kind of like agreeing to have no crowd. And I know it's a catch-22 because if you demand a crowd, like, niggas gonna say you can't battle and win without gas. But then if you say you don't want a crowd, the battles with no crowd do not turn out to be very well. It's very, very rare. If you're an MC who's predicated to battling with no crowd, like a nigga like DNA, he could come cook 3 rounds with no crowd. A nigga like B-Dot, a nigga like Daylight, even Murder Mook did good with no crowd. But for Rock, someone that's known for crowd reaction for all these years, you accepting battles with no crowd is a detriment to your skill set. Like, it's not going to benefit you, none at all. You battle an official, you better not battle with no crowd. Anything else you do, it should be the same standard set across the board for you as in everyone else. You know what I'm saying? What is it? That's light. That's light. That's light. It's light. Light bars, my nigga. Like, you need to battle with a crowd. It is what it is. You cannot be out here taking these battles because they don't turn out well for you. Now, I think, like, I seen Smack before the battle. Oh my God. He said something like, and you never trust a nigga with Hennessy in a water bottle. Like, that's super nasty. Hold on. Never, ever trust Hennessy in a water bottle. The niggas where I'm from that drink Hennessy out of a water bottle will steal the change out your...
Don't choose Archer. Archer again. No equipment, low damage, slow to kill him off. Mystery store. Fight.
Fuck it, I just couch seats. But he said, I don't know all these people behind me.
I'm even feeling this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I don't recognize some of these faces. They haven't been in the culture for so long.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping. I'm not even feeling this shit right now. So respectfully, when you say respectfully, it's as disrespectful as you can be. I need y'all off this. The thing is, respectfully, I need y'all to go on the stage. And I'm not saying it disrespectfully, but respectfully, basically. And what should have happened was, if that was going to be the premise, it should have been on camera to begin with. These niggas is all standing there like this. Danny Myers and mad other people is just standing there waiting for this battle to begin. They standing there like all in place, like all in queue. I'm ready for this battle to happen. And then he just moves them all off. That shit was nasty. I'm not gonna hold it. But battle rap is meant for crowds. You have to have crowds. Like, take a battle without a crowd is like eating a steak with no fork, or like eating spaghetti with no fork. Like, it's not. The Queen's Flip had the quiet room years and years ago, and that was for up-and-coming talent to get their first looks in a different setting. Ultimate Rap League is not made for no crowds. Like, it's just, it ain't gonna work like that. Like, that shit needs to come to an end and soon. Like, I get it that I don't know if he was trying to do something different. I don't know who was Verb. I don't know who it was that didn't want no crowd, but bro. Imagine this, okay. Imagine if Chilla Jones had no crowd versus King Shine. And he did that rebuttal shit, right? And no crowd was there. The only people that didn't react to the rebuttal was DNA and Smack. DNA can't rebuttal, and Smack has Hennessy in a water bottle. He's not going to rebuttal. He don't even know what's funny. He's not going to rebuttal, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying that, like, it can't be like that, you know what I'm saying? And Rock also went on to say, I would love to see these niggas put in the same obstacles as me and come out shining. It would have been quick. Like, he really went on a couple of tweet rant about not having a crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is, I told him specifically, you gotta stop accepting battle. I said, do not accept any more battles like that. Honestly, if you can't have the same reactions as others, dub it. Because that no crowd shit killed it. You and Moot, that was personal, I understand it. But you and Verb needed reactions. Like, you can't have, like, what is that shit about? You gotta stop that. You gotta put an end to that. Look, man, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing it. I did get to watch the battles over. Bootleg gang, salute to motherfucking bootleg gang. I'm not waiting. The shits that these niggas is dropping on the app, I don't even want to see these shits. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of these shits that drop, I don't even watch them. So, I gotta watch them. Oh, you said it. Plus, I was working anyway, you know what I'm saying? I worked, then dropped all the joints. I gotta watch them again. So, I watched a bunch of the battles again. I got a blog coming up about the K-Shine versus Chilla Jones joint and why, you know, people shouldn't be so quick to jump out the window on K-Shine after that battle, but that's another subject. But I definitely need y'all thoughts, y'all premise on the no crowd shit. I personally think it ruined the battle, like totally. Not kinda, it ruined it. Because the shit that Rock was saying wasn't horrible. I think he did better versus Daylight and better versus Moot, but he got the clearest win with no crowd. With Verb, when I hear it back, I heard it back again. He was not horrible, but the way that he was battling Rock, I thought he should have took a different approach. That's just me. I thought his approach, like, he didn't attack him in a tactical way to, like, really get to Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like, Daylight attacked Rock. Verb was like, I don't know what direction he was going in with it. They both got battles coming up. Rock's got official, and official's already on her campaign trolling. She's posting pictures of him, and she's talking her shit. Rock got Miss Hustle coming up. They doing their promo thing back and forth. You know how Miss Hustle do. But I really feel like they both need to do better versus their next opponent. Verb needs to do better versus Miss Hustle. And Rock is going to have to really bring it to official because he's battling kind of like 2-3 weeks after one. He don't really normally battle that quickly. So if he's going to do it that quickly, he's going to have to bring some smoke. But the no crowd shit,
Let me get another one. Y'all can hang that shit up. We don't want to see that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, I told them niggas, I'm not even really feeling this right now. You know what I'm saying? So respectfully, disrespectfully, I need all y'all to exit the stage. What? After the camera starts rolling?
highly anticipated battle is about to begin. How are they so powerful? At times, the world can be so unfair. We are witnessing history in the making. The fighters gallantly enter the arena. Fight their way to the top, and the other...
Megan Thee Stallion recently had some tweets cussing out Drea Michelle for making fun of her for getting shot.
I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much you shoot me in the foot too. Like,
My man tells you to sit down or don't get out this car, I want to be like, I'm not about to get out this car because this nigga might shoot.
We're speaking about allegedly.
Tori, if you didn't shoot her, I'm sorry. Tori, if you did shoot her, you was fucking tweaking, nigga. That was great.
Megan should not be mad at Drea Michelle. It's misplaced. She should be mad at the guys who brought her on that podcast. Because let's be honest, Drea got her fame from what? Basketball Wives LA, which is a terrible name for the show. You know, but I understand you can't name it women who have sex with basketball players, make up drama so they can throw drinks on each other and shake tables when they're mad. Because Megan Thee Stallion is talented. She doesn't understand how hard it is to be somebody like Drea. Drea, who has the same amount of followers as Usher and 2 Chainz, for simply looking good in a bikini. There's a lot of pressure with that. You want to feel like you're worth more than that. Your entertainment value is more than that. So someone sticks a mic in front of you and you try to be funny, even though that's not what you do. Megan Thee Stallion has a point when she says being shot by Tory Lanez is not funny. I admit, you know, being shot by an action figure is definitely not funny. It's also not funny that this nigga's feet never touches the floor, no matter what seat that he sits in. But I have to disagree with you in a sense, because I'm going to tell you what's funny to me. What's funny to me is 50 Cent warned us that many men wish death upon us, and we didn't listen, and now we see what he meant. But you know what I find hilarious? I find that there was a video of Meg Thee Stallion limping, hobbling into the street with her bloody foot after being shot multiple times by Tory Lanez, and it wasn't news for a week. But when I was in college, there was a story of a horse named Barbaro who won the Kentucky Derby and then broke its leg. And it hobbling around was news every single day because they were worried if this horse would die or not. I guess a stallion's life only matters when you're not a black woman. See, Megan, what you don't understand is people aren't giving you as much sympathy, not because getting shot or your life being in danger isn't serious. It is serious, you know, but you just got shot at the wrong time. If you had got shot last year, I promise you, people been all over it. But this year seems to be the black women get shot, let's not pay it as much attention as we should, or arrest the people who did it year, or at least time of year. You know what I mean? So, you know, just laugh, you know, because it's funny. Johnny Depp was kicked off of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise after it was rumored that he was living a real-life What's Love Got to Do With It with his ex-wife Amber Heard. So Johnny Depp decides to sue the Sun newspaper who posted that Johnny was a quote-unquote wife beater. It was crazy. One of the greatest character actors of all time, character is now come into question. And as great as an actor as Johnny Depp is, you know what I mean? He can act like a pirate. He can act like a wizard. But he couldn't act like he didn't beat her because he lost. He lost. Damn. And after the loss, he has now been kicked off of the Fantastic Beasts franchise from J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter. So, needless to say, this bag has been fumbled. being that he lost, I feel like Johnny Depp should be kicked off of these franchises. You can't have that type of negativity surrounding your project. This is what it is. We don't want to, I don't know, reward people for bad behavior. But at the same time, audio has released of Amber Heard admitting to putting hands on Johnny Depp, admitting to throwing pots and pans at him. And recently, Johnny Depp said that the reason his finger was severed is because she threw a vodka bottle at him. Now, I'm not saying she threw the vodka bottle. All I'm saying is, if you admit to throwing pots and pans, it's not, I don't know, outside of the realm of reality that you would throw a vodka bottle, you know? And in the audio, she's making it seem like something's wrong with Johnny Depp for complaining about him being assaulted by her. She's like, oh, you know, I was only 115 pounds, you know, what are you complaining about? As if, you know, a man complaining about being assaulted by a woman makes him not a man anymore. Amber Heard claims that Johnny Depp cut off his own finger in a jealous rage. Maybe he had flashbacks of being Edward Scissorhands, who knows? But the top of his finger being cut off is a problem. Now, he didn't lose the whole finger, but I'm sure gloves are uncomfortable now. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, even if he lost a whole finger, you know, he could go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have gloves for Jason Pierre-Paul every fucking Sunday. But either way, my question is, why, if there is evidence that she was abusive toward him, has she not been kicked off of the Aquaman franchise? Because we all know if Aquaman was on tape saying that he assaulted his wife, Denise Huxtable, that they would replace him with Roman Reigns in a heartbeat. At the very least, they would put one of them terrible-ass Scorpion King wigs on The Rock and run it back with him. So my question to y'all is this: do we only care about domestic violence whenever it's the woman who's being assaulted, or do we not like domestic violence across the board? Should she be kicked off of the Aquaman franchise? Y'all let me know what you think.
Piercing heaven!
Like at that time, there were a lot of black sitcoms that were kind of, being let go. Do you think that had something to do with it, or do you know why? Like, what's the reason that Eve was canceled?
Again, when you look back from Fox on down, they built that show
that network on Martin, they always springboard with black shows. They always build networks with black shows, and they get them strong, like we the foundation for everything, you know, really. And once they get that rolling, they just sort of fade it on out. You begin to see, you know, mainstream white show here, and the next thing you know, we're obsolete, and then they're taking us to another network to build again. So, you know, I'm a businessman as well as an entertainer and artist, so for me, you know, I understand and I get it, and it's not much that shocks and surprises me. So, again, UPN was merging with the other fighters won't have anything. And so I kind of suspected that, and I think they got rid of pretty much everything except I think it was All of Us. And Will Smith was the executive producer of that, so he was like,
giving me a bad
we won't be taking away that.
As House members prepare to send articles of impeachment to the Senate, CNN is reporting that more Republican senators might be in favor of convicting than they let on publicly. That would include Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
Very interesting. Joining us to discuss Democratic strategist Colin O'Hara and national political reporter at The Hill, Jonathan Easley. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Good to see you.
Hey, good to meet you. Yeah, absolutely. Jonathan, let me start with you, man. So this is very interesting in terms of internecine GOP conflict. McConnell privately saying to many associates he wants to get rid of Trump with some finality, but other Republican senators making it known if Mitch McConnell does that, he will not be their majority or their minority leader of their party anymore.
Piercing heaven! Uncanny Falcon! Scarlet Thrust! Disaster Sword! Uncanny Falcon! Disaster Sword! Uncanny Falcon! Scarlet Thrust! Uncanny Falcon! Scarlet Thrust! Uncanny Falcon! Piercing heaven! Disaster Sword! Scarlet Thrust! Piercing heaven! Uncanny Falcon! Uncanny Break! Scarlet Thrust! Counter break!
And we're done.
Piercing heaven! Let's settle this quickly. Melee! Piercing heaven! Reverse dance! Hey, honey! Bring me some more liquor! Oh, my blood is boiling now! Splendid! Splendid!
Yeah, love it. Since I can remember, I was living blue collar, searching for something, trying to make a few dollars. I was never too honest and never on a flawless. Movies used to tell me I needed a few scholars. What they say, that's telling me to promise. My mom was dead honest, like yo, we ain't got it. Let me be a gold scholar, try to make something out of the school of the hood, to be the ghetto alma mater. It's a long, drawn out saga like the Godfather coming up this hard and made a nigga rock solid. Now be the top scholar, run up a rock, follow the boss, the learn the move, cautious as outsider. I don't take shit for granted. I'm strong, single-handed, and I ain't quick to panic, but I can't live the planet. My one and only concern is that y'all understand it. This is understood, it's good. I'm taking this advantage. I was waiting for them cameras. The stage is mine. I'm coming up, but I still got a ways to climb. It ain't a reason I should fall off or change my grind. I see I ain't as long as I eat. The dangerous times, come on, just wanna fly. Can't get away. This type of shit happens every day. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh.
Straight and narrow, as the flight of a sparrow. Stalking through the jungle, have you paro as a pharaoh with a bad toe. Seat up in a beat up Camaro. How you supposed to shoot for the moon with one arrow and no bow? Don't blow your hibachi. Look like a Ferrari, except it's only a Mirage. Troop it out, but choose to go the stupid route. Capital in a half a moon and a putrid mouth. Keep the name out, heck, check the repertoire. Right there where it say, catch wreck and kept it raw. Accepted in the name of a law, a leopard's paw. Swept it and stepped it like a car and neck a bar. Ask questions later, villain the invader in a mask full of paper. Spent the cake on a light rice bowl. Wouldn't waste the weight on a date off the lights pole. Dice roll. It's like, magic, hat trick. Writing flows that make little Mikey go spastic. It's so drastic. Pass the cash quick. Don't get your monkey ass kicked for no plastic. Take it all back in a tall pack. No stack, Bozak. Hit him if you need some more crack. Go pro black. That's the price for a Taliban advice. At least he got fat 20s and he mad nice.
Back up down here at the LA Fitness. Yeah, we got a fucking fake ass Miles Morales up here on the training equipment going crazy. That's exactly what I would have said if I seen you doing some stupid ass shit like this and I was security at the gym. So you telling me you went into that gym and paid for an expensive membership just to do this? To play with your muscles? If you want to star in the next Spider-Man movie, you want to be the first African-American main character, first of all, it's too late for that, okay? They already have Miles Morales. Now, in that case, if they was to make a real movie, they gotta find somebody who look like Miles Morales. You don't look like Miles Morales. You belt bald. And I could tell the reason you belt bald, too, because your head almost touched that dirty-ass floor. You've been doing that for months, and your hair slowly been falling off every time you do that exercise. Stop doing that. You got all them white folks scared to come over there and exercise with your Uncle Ben looking ass because you want to pull these stunts. You look about 50. You too old for that. I'm surprised you ain't break 37 bones in an elbow because you want to play in there. If I was the club owner, as soon as I would have seen you walk in with no shoestrings in your shoe, I would have knew you was crazy from the get-go. You banned. You banned straight from the club, right then and there. Right at the front door. Ain't none of that gonna happen. This the Spider-Man if he never got bit by a damn spider. I don't know what the hell you thought you was doing. Off-brand ass Spider-Man. This is fucking Lizard Man or something. This is the Spider-Man that got bit by a damn flea.
Simple tax returns only. Snap your W-2 and file Fed and state.
Where the fuck is this guy on my food?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, boss?
Yeah. When you called me before, I thought the order already left on that pickup, but he was still here when you hang up. But my driver just came and then took the order.
What day?
A few more minutes, okay, boss?
I mean, as long as my food's not gonna get here cold, it's fine.
Okay, when you get the food, if you know, wrong with it, you call me back.
Alright, cool. Alright, thanks a lot, boss.
No problem. No problem. Thank you.
Where's my food?
Wicked smart.
So we built an education just as smart. So smart it can work at my speed? Yep. With FlexPass, you can finish your bachelor's degree on your terms and budget. Capella University. Don't just learn smarter.
What's up, family? According to social media reports, a New York off-duty police officer was knocked unconscious by a man who he called the N-word. Yeah, fam. Reportedly, this happened back in March 2020.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
Done in the subway will come to really be loud. Nobody's ever seen a video of somebody getting knocked out for calling somebody the N-word. It is. Video shows a seemingly drunk off-duty officer accosting the man, basically begging to get knocked out before he got knocked out. The man kept telling him, "Get out of my face. Leave me alone. Stop playing."
Here goes.
Mermaid shit.
We are invincible!
Yes.
Out. Like a newborn baby sleep. Not a newborn baby sleep. Around cancer worms like this. Out. Man, what I want to know is, why do they want to use the word so much? And listen, dude wasn't even fazed by the word when he said it. He said, man, I'm worried about that word. I'm worried about that. It's almost as if the word is losing its power. I'm not worried about that. Not. What I want to know is, why do they want to use it?
Watch your back!
Yeah, these maneuvers that he's doing are crazy.
Always get into it. Yeah. Seem to stay away from physical confrontation. They don't know part of conflict resolution. We're walking on a whole lot of people right now who couldn't get it. Conflict resolution should be taught in schools. I'm telling you, I am going to hook up one of these senators or congresspeople.
Behold! I am Gareth the Third! Heavenly Ray! Did you see my uber secret super attack?
But the home life, a lot of families, like a lot of parents don't understand. They never got lessons on conflict resolution. This is why they don't know how to communicate effectively with their children. Conflict resolution ways for them. Unfortunately for me, I learned the hard way. Baptism of fire. I've been a whole lot. Along the way, hey.
Heavenly Ray! piece of cake.
I know something.
You're open!
That's cool.
This is a piece of cake.
That was extremely easy. I wish there was like higher level, different types of monsters.
Let's settle this quickly. Splendid! Splendid! Watch your back! I won't lose to you young ones yet! Oh, my blood is boiling now!
And Sarah's beat me to the fucking punch. Hello? Oh, you here?
I'm coming over.
Did you see my uber secret super attack?
Yes, my food is here. Alright. Gonna finish this. Got him.
Did you see my uber secret super attack?
Sorry guys, I'm an asshole. That's not bad.
I'll crush you. We are invincible!
I love Peter's that he's crazy. I fell asleep waiting for homeboy. It's dedication. Bumping. Okay, let's see what that is. What? Okay. So that iron is the last place one. The person to trade with there. Wait. Yeah. Oh, we don't need anything he has. Yeah, trash. Wait, actually, no, trash. Don't need none of that.
This is a piece of cake.
Still good. It's the best speak item I have. I have a couple of them. Let's do some of that temple. I think it's the Crimson Versus cards, so I don't need that. Yeah, fucking all the cards. I at least hope that after I beat the fucking next game, I can, like, run around and find other stuff. Because if it's, like, a very linear game, I'm probably going to be a bit upset. Depends on how it's gonna be a tough sell. Ass. Yes. I'm looking for my milk. The milkshake. Perfect. Sorry for the static. Good milkshake. Nice. Before I go there, I gotta get my fucking gun on. Let's see what's sold. Gas bar. They can't talk shit about Gaspard's ability to sell things. Keep it equipped, just in case. I've invested 7 million GP into my characters. What the fuck could I possibly be missing? Okay, so no swords. No fucking dual swords. Great swords. One set. I'm gonna go check the weapon store for that. Alright, besides that, what the fuck else am I missing? Alright, none of those. None of those. I'm missing one of those. It's probably in the store. The second to last lance. And a fan. How the fuck do I get that? Alright, I gotta find the monsters I'm missing. But besides that, I don't really have that many monsters missing. Which engine am I missing? I'm missing something very important. I gotta get that last bike piece before I go on to the next game. Alright, it's time to eat. But before I do that, let me fix my my gun. Alchemy. There's no cheap alchemy. Alright, I gotta get more fucking... That's a wrap for the stream.